The news coming out of Ukraine is hard to process, especially for those who have loved ones over there. As they pray for peace, some are willing to go back to their homeland to fight for it.
We can't sleep. We don't know what to do. We pray. I don't know. It's unbelievable.
Ukraine's not Russia. It never was. That it's a separate country, sovereign.
The national anthem of Ukraine is a pledge to lay down one's soul and body for freedom. And as those fighting on the front lines continue to hold off Putin's forces, their actions are inspiring others around the world.
We are so grateful for them, and there will be lots of hardship for families who lost their loved ones, but we're here to support them with whatever way we can.
At the Ukrainian Hall in Geelong, Ukrainian Australians gather in solidarity. Among them, Eugenia, who was born in Ukraine before taking a holiday to Australia in the 70s, where she met and married Michael, who is also of Ukrainian background.
I'm a bit emotional because, as my wife said, my family's, along with a lot of other families, is being bombed or whatever else, going through different hardships. But we're very grateful for the recognition of Australia. We're not going to give up. Somehow, some way, there'll always be somebody somewhere fighting for Ukraine.
At the forefront has been President Volodymyr Zelensky, whose leadership has been widely praised in the face of Putin's aggression.
He's certainly shown that he has got the mettle to lead the country, not hide in a bunker like someone else, I won't mention who, but he's out there in the trenches with the troops, and for that we're very grateful for him.
Anna and Peter have also been praying for peace, and they vow to continue to live as proud Ukrainians regardless of how things play out on the battleground.
I hope somewhere there God will save the Ukrainian people and Ukraine property, and I hope.
We want to die Ukrainian, doesn't matter whatever happened.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Also in attendance, youth councillor Jeremy.
Putin chose this war, so we need to do what we can to make sure everyone in that part of the world right now has the right to live.
Have you thought about travelling there yourself?
Absolutely. So there's quite a lot of us in our community. We've all been together, banding together, and we're stronger than ever, and we know that as soon as it's safe and it's legal to do so, we've got skills that we can help.
The 25-year-old feels he would be best used in a role focused on aid rather than ammunition, but he isn't put off by the dangerous environment.
We think about our family, we think about our friends who are literally huddling in railway stations to escape the bombs. People who have never fired a weapon in their lives have made their way to the capital city to pick up arms to defend their families. The risk to me seems very minimal compared to what the people I love are going through.
Costa is a born and bred Ukrainian who moved to Australia with his wife in 2015.
It's heartbreaking. So since the whole thing started, we can't eat, we can't sleep until you fall asleep, once you get exhausted.
His entire family remains in Ukraine, standing strong for a cause that he says is about more than just one country.
Ukraine currently is fighting for the whole Europe and the whole Western world, because we're defending the Western values.
We're seeing many brave Ukrainian men and women defending the country. Would you be prepared to do the same?
To be honest, I would. I would go there and defend my homeland. My wife's side of the family, her dad is already volunteered to the army. I think that you'll see the whole Ukrainian community going out there, not only me.
Associate Law Professor Christopher Michelson from the University of New South Wales.
From the perspective of Australian law, it seems to me there's nothing that could prevent an Australian citizen from travelling to Ukraine to deliver humanitarian aid at the moment.
Michelson says it's also unlikely Ukrainian Australians would be blocked from travelling to defend their homeland.
If a person holds Ukrainian citizenship, then the Australian criminal law makes an exception that would exempt that person from the general offence that exists for Australian residents or citizens to enter a foreign country with the intention of engaging in hostilities.
The federal government has pledged $70 million worth of lethal military assistance to the Ukrainian defence effort that will include missiles and other weapons. A further $35 million has been allocated to aid Ukrainians in the form of food and medical supplies. Back in Geelong, as things wrapped up, our hosts taught us an old Ukrainian saying that has taken on a new relevance.
Slava Ukraini.
Heroyam slava.
What does that mean?
Glory to Ukraine and glory to our heroes.
There's a lot of heroes at the moment.
A lot of heroes.
And today the government announced fresh sanctions on key Russian oligarchs and their families.